This is a production of the Must See TV Broadcast Network. Like, share, join, and follow us for all the latest updates. Like what you see, then throw those stars and show your support. And don't be shy, subscribe to the Caveman. He won't bite, and if you're watching us right now on YouTube, then you already know what to do. Smash that like and subscribe button. Even one view can prevent one puppy from being shaven. A big fist pump goes to Donna, AI, and Music Mint for the incredible music that is in this episode. All rights belong to Christopher Michael Egarhos, a.k.a. the Caveman. So if he's ready, and if you're ready, then let's kick this show off. Growl, growl.
Lights up on the screen, it's time to see 5 days a week, we're where you wanna be. Exclusive shows and reels, we got the vibe. Tune into the network, hop on Facebook Live. Riding with the stars in our unique groove. Laughter twists and turns within every move. Must see TV's the place to catch it all. Epic moments, big and small, give us a call. Oh, you know it's must see TV come alive. Every day we light the way on Facebook Live. Catch the magic, hear the roar, feel the beat. Must see TV, the place where worlds meet. Jump right in, the fun's about to start. Bringing shows and stories straight to your heart. With every post and every share, we're free. Gotta get that fix of must-see TV. Round and round, don't let this moment fade. Together on this ride, the best we've ever made. Get the popcorn ready, it's your time to shine. Must-see TV will keep you feeling fine. Oh, you know it's must-see TV come alive. Every day we light the way on Facebook Live. Catch the magic, hear the roar, feel the beat. Must-see TV, the place where worlds meet. Oh, you know it's must-see TV come alive. Every day we light the way on Facebook Live. Catch the magic, hear the roar, feel the beat. Must-see TV, the place where worlds meet.
By the dark of the night, where the shadows lean low, a fire flickers softly, its embers aglow. The caveman waits in the circle of flame, eyes like the ocean, hands carved by the same. Oh, the glow of the moon, it whispers, it sighs. The past is alive in the star-painted skies. Tell us the tales of the old, of the wild. Sing us the songs of the earth's first child. By the fire, by the flame, let the echoes come soon. Story time by the dark of the night, by the glow of the moon.
ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a brand new episode of Storytime Naruto. Now, before we begin this episode, we have some sad news. Some sad and good news. Sad news is, Roland will be leaving us, so we're very sad to hear this, because I really enjoy working with, him. You want to say anything, Roland?
I'm not dead yet.
No, but you will be leaving us, but this is not like a final thing, like you're like, finish him. He will be back, on a case by case level. Whenever he's in the town, whenever he's in, Ottawa, around the cave, he's gonna be like, hey, can I do a show tonight? So, that's what's happening. And that's what's happening with that. So we're very, very, very sad, but he's not dead. He's not dead. He just, schedule conflicts. It happens, guys. It happens. And what bad and good news? So we have good news. So I personally, a while ago, in Roland Metter, hired a handler, / hostess. And she is awesome. She is amazing. And I have no complaints. Actually, the first night out with her, I was like, holy shit. It was really, really good. I think that, like, we went somewhere and, we went out of a place and like 3 people came out to make sure I was okay. Mr. Caveman, are you okay? I'm like, holy shit, she is good. She is good. Her name is Gabrielle Clark, and she will be one of our new PAs. Now, I was going to do this eventually, but she is great. She is amazing. And we can't wait to have you. She's a giant nerd too. She's a giant nerd, and she's a film buff. So you guys are gonna love her. So she'll be starting in 3 weeks. 2 to 3 weeks. And Gabrielle, if you're listening to the Caveman right now, welcome aboard officially. And officially, she's going to be our new agent really, really soon. I know it's like 3 weeks, and they're like, I'm throwing her to the wolves. No, it's just she's not giving me any choice because she's really fucking awesome. And she will be having a nickname too. Probably Gabby or the Gabster. Ooh, the Gabster. Ooh. Or yeah, the Gab. The G. Ooh. I like that. All right. So, Gabriella, welcome aboard. And I can't wait I was going to say I can't wait to work with you, but I'm already working with you. I can't wait till you're behind the camera. Is that right, Roland?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. I was going to say I can't wait to work with you, but I'm already working with you. So yeah. So if you guys see me walking around with a like a goddess tank, like she is built too. She's like built as like a brick shit house, and she looks very, very good. She looks very, very good. If you see me, I would be afraid to walk up to me too. But Gab, the Gabster, I'm happy that you're going to be working with us officially. So welcome aboard. All right, so we begin, and we continue where last we left off with that shot. Her almost climbing Naruto, brushing his teeth in that most intimate fashion, right? So we fade right? We fade with the door flying open, his bedroom door flying open, and walking in, going right back to his dresser drawer. It's it's funny. She's like, oh, and then he comes behind her. He's rubbing his jaws, like, all right, well, that's fair, I guess. The door closes, and before he he says I guess that's fair, but I'm still not done talking about the sleeping situation. And she's like, that's cute, because I'm done. And before he says anything else, she looks at the clock and says to him, Naruto, have you had a shower today? He goes, what? Have you bathed at all? And he goes, define shower. It's great. He's like, no, listen, it rained, right? It rained a couple weeks ago, right? And that was like water. So that's kind of bathing, right? That was the sky giving me a shower. And that lake I got knocked into? I got water on my skin, right? So that's bathing. And she just looks at him as he's talking. And she stomps over to him, opens the door, and he's like, no, not the wrist, and she grabs the wrist and starts yanking him out of the room. So now we flash, right? We cut to the bathroom door flying open once again. All right? And she's just dragging him in, right? So she goes to the counter. She finds the extra toiletries, right? Extra bar of soap, shampoo, all that kind of loofah, and she lines the tub, right? She lines the tub. She gets an extra towel. Maybe she does before okay, let's rewind. Okay? So, let's rewind. Yeah, 'cause that makes more sense. So, she looks at him, and she's done with this nonsense. So this is in another area of the script. So I kind of accidentally flashed by it. So she bends down. Yeah, she unzips her bag. One of her duffel bags are on the ground, and she gets a spare toiletries. She gets like another bottle of shampoo, a towel, a loofah, a bar of soap. She stalks to the door, flings it open, and she grabs his wrist, and he goes, no, not the wrist again, and she just puts her hand on his wrist and drags him out. Now we cut to the bathroom door flying open, and she dragging Naruto along, so they both get into the bathroom. She puts a towel right next to hers, that's important, placement. She lines the bathtub with a bar of soap, extra bar of soap, shampoo, and loofah. She turns on the shower tap. She tests it to be lukewarm. She turns on the shower. She closes the curtains, and she marches to the door, closes it, leans on the sink, and just looks at him, and she says, strip. And he's like, no, wait, I guess that's fair. All right. Okay, I guess that's fair. But I think it'd be fair if you turn around. I had to turn around downstairs. I think it would be only fair if you. And she's like, you didn't have to turn around. And he's like, what? You didn't have to turn around downstairs. And his brain just like stops. His Naruto brain stops. Dead. And he's just looking at her. Naruto, you could have looked at me as I was getting dressed. You turned around. I didn't say you had to turn around. And he's just like, his brain is just so, let me get this straight, you're not going to turn around. And she closes her eyes in meditated thought, because she's almost done with this. She's like, Naruto, either you get undressed or I will do it for you. And he's like, okay, can we just talk? And she's like leaning off the sink and goes to his like shirt and jacket and starts to she's like, okay, fair enough. And he starts to undress. And she doesn't look away. And she, gets his clothes, she folds them neatly, and he's all undressed now. Except he's not. This is going to be funny. So he slowly crawls to the tub. She's like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm getting in the tub. He's like, I'm getting in the tub. And she's like, with your boxers? He's like, oh no, come on, I don't have to do that, it's fine. And she's like, ugh. And she just leans off the sink once again, goes over to him. In one fluid motion, she takes off his boxers. It's like, there, you're all naked, get in. So, yeah, he gets in, totally defeated now. Poor Naruto, just poor him. So he gets in the tub, and Ino goes, okay, Naruto, watch me. So she does the motion of cleaning, like you're gonna take that bar of soap and gentle motions, circles, gentle. Good Naruto. Good boy. And, he's doing an okay job. He's doing an okay, not the best, but she's proud of him. She's like, she folds her arms like this. She leans back. And she smiles. However, as she's smiling, that smile turns to a frown. The light of the bathtub glints his back. And what she sees and what we see is horrifying. There's a long slash, a deep slash going left to right. It's almost like an open wound or an open cut. There are spider webs of chakra burns, old and new, covering like spider webs on his back. You don't know where they end and they begin. It's almost look like another shirt he's wearing, but he's not wearing anything. He turns, and we can see long slash marks on his side. On both sides. Almost like somebody ripped him open and put him back together. On his chest, the same web patterning of chakra burns. On his ribcage, on his abdomen, 4 long slash marks. And all of these wounds are new, old, some recent, and some old, some very old. Like, we're talking years old. that just nobody ever cared to look. And then we go to her POV, her point of view, as she is seeing all this neglect on him, right? We're getting more, she's seeing his back cuts, spiderweb bruising, and she says to herself, Sakura, you were with him on Team 7. And you didn't see this? You were trained by one of the best medical nin in the world. Lady Tsunade. You were trained by someone that had the ability to teach people how to look for this kind of stuff. All you needed to do, Sakura, was lift this shirt, and you would see all this. But you didn't care. You didn't want to. You didn't want to. Yeah, in her monologue. She's stunned. She's floored. And this is... It's brutal. It's very brutal. It's neglect manifested. And as she's doing her inner monologue thing, we pan down to his feet and to the water. And we see first just water. There's normal water. Then a smattering of pink. Then that pink becomes a red river of blood. Just pooling around him. And as she's finishing talking about that, she notices. She says, oh God, he's not struggling because he's struggling to follow my instructions. He's struggling because he's in vast amounts of pain. He's in pain. Right? And she moves. She walks. She parts the curtain. She says, Naruto. And he looks at her. And that's when we go to first person. And he's looking at her, those piercing blue eyes. And it's almost like when we go to first person, it's almost like she's not looking at him. It's almost like she's allowing us to see him. To see the boy that we laughed through the pain, through his misery, all these years. But it's only for a brief second. And we go back to normal perspective. And she says, Naruto, give me the bar of soap. And gives her the bar of soap. And she looks down, and it's caked in blood. It's caked in blood. And she flings it to the sink. And she opens the door, and she leaves. And Naruto is just standing there, and he's looking down. Because of course she leaves. Everyone leaves. No one cares. They care about the boy of prophecy, but they never stand to think what it takes, what toll it has on the person. But that only lasts for 2 minutes. She comes back with medical ninjutsu gauze, scrolls, all that kind of stuff. Like bandages. She closes the door. She locks it. And she doesn't waste any time. She goes to the tub and she slowly gets in. She doesn't wait. She does not wait. And she says, Naruto, come here. And he just is standing there. And she understands, like, it's not that he's not disobeying her commands or pleas. He's shaking because he's in vast amount of pain. He's raw. This is probably the rawest projection of Naruto anyone has ever done. He's bare with all the bruises. And just slowly walks to him. And before she walks to him, he nods his head. And he slowly walks forward. Because that's who Naruto is. This is the rawest. That's who Naruto is. The strength to never give up. And Ino says in her head, my God, the strength. And he eventually makes his way towards her. She says, okay. She begins to cry. She's like, Naruto, turn around. And he turns around slowly, and she begins to work on his back. Scrolls, gauze, bandages, all that kind of stuff. And then as she's working on something, her hands run through a particular deep bruise, or deep cut, let's say. And all of a sudden Naruto just shrugs. And, just throws everything down and spins him around. And she begins, she begins to say, don't shrug. Please, Naruto, I can't take it. I can't. You're okay. Okay? You're okay, Naruto. You're okay. And, he's doing that old Naruto crying and not crying. And he goes there. It's okay, Naruto. It's okay. It's okay. Listen to me. And Naruto looks up at her with those blue eyes. I ain't going anywhere. Okay? I'm here. Naruto, I love you. And that's when he puts his head down and he begins to cry. And at this point, you would think that we would stay there. Oh no. The camera slowly pans out of the shower. Slowly pans back. To the point that we're out of the bathroom. The audio mutes. And all we hear is the wailing, the release of a boy that was neglected for so long, but now he is finally, someone gave a damn to stay and see him. And we don't pan away. We don't pan away. We stay uncomfortably out of that bathroom. Where the audio mute just slightly, and all we hear is crying. Now, you would say, why? This is not your story. It never was your story. She is saying, I have allowed you to see this. This is his moment for healing. Get out. But we don't have to say it. She doesn't say it in a meta thing. It's all implied by her escorting us, by the slow pan out, by us just staying out there for an uncomfortable amount of time. Why? Because this is not your story. And even though we're out here and we're staying there, and you may be uncomfortable by what you're hearing, no one gets to run, no one gets to hide, and no one gets to shrink. And that's where we're gonna leave it. Boom. What do you think, Roland?
Very intense.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. It's, I mean, right? I, you know, when I pitch this movie and I say this is not like an anime, right? A Shonen Jump anime. There's no beats, right? Mm-hmm. This is not your story, right? People don't understand because they don't get it. But, you know, for order for us to tell this story, right, it can't be your story, right? This has to be a Naruto story, right? This is his story. This is not like a movie where there's redemption and everything, right? This is his story. This is a movie about a boy that was neglected but finally seen, ultimately. Right? That's what this movie is. So let me know what you think down below in the comments section. Please, like, share. I don't say that enough. And if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe. Hi, YouTube. This should probably be up in the next 35 minutes, whenever this gets done loading on Facebook. But until we see each other again, which is Thursday for a brand new episode of Encore, take care, be safe, be well, and we love you all! 50,000 plus, and may the force be with you. Roland, take me home, buddy.